Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Engineer Masood Akhtar Kiani, and today we have a technical session number 63. Our subject is fiberglass reinforcement in the concrete. Fiberglass rebar instead of steel, we can use the fiberglass rebars, and we will use its benefits and its feasibility and how it can be. In some application, it is better than the steel rebars. So let us go to the subject. I would like to request you to press the bell icon, like it, share it in order to reach the next video with easy access. So, what is the fiberglass rebars? Rebars are prepared with the resin and the fiberglass materials. Uh, Same like the GRP, it is the molding process, and physical tests of this fiberglass are compliance in accordance to the relevant standard of BS 99904. The property is same as the carbon steel, and the steel rebars are there. So, what is the fiberglass rebars? Fiberglass rebars can be used in a application including marine structure, IT, and the medical facilities in non-conductive and the conductive magnetic construction field, ideal for the medical and the scientific facilities. Maintenance cost multiple of the uh, parallel to the carbon steel rebars and which are using in the concrete steel can be the fiberglass to use in the footings with its tensile strength and the low weights light bar in a suitable and the flat condition parking lots where the grades of the stem walls footings and the selected structural applications. So carbon steel is a corrosive. It is a fear of the corrosion. It can be catches the corrosion underground substructure and the marine structure, whereas fiber have nothing for the corrosion. This is completely another subject and another material with different properties to handle the tackle with the environmental condition. Yeah, but the physical properties are matching with on the strength wise it is the same, but the flexibility in the fiber rebars are little more as compared to the steel rebars. In fiberglass rebars, it is better than the steel rebars. In general, GFRP, glass reinforced uh, polyethylene, the higher tensile strength and the higher corrosion resistance, can be better than the steel rebars. Moderate structural strength and the properties like the GFRP is a good alternative of steel in the foundation application. Below the ground application also, and depend upon the design parameters. If the design verify this quantity of the steel and the number of the steel and the dia of the steel size of these rebars, it can be very feasible. GFRP reinforcement should be used in the enhanced durability and the longer services life. Design codes have been developed to make GFRP materials and more suitable in the water side and the other concrete structures. Uh, Before we use also discuss in the previous sessions, uh, concrete with the fibers on 19 fibers, 18 fibers, 18 long fibers, 19 and depend upon the mixed design. But that is only the concrete was reinforced and it makes the light and the shock absorbing. But now we are talking about the concrete structure. Instead of steel rebars, we can use the fiberglass rebars, and it will be the same strength and the same tensile. It is not recommended for the high-rise tower and this thing, but from G plus 3, G plus 2, like this is depend upon the design and the modules of the design. In concrete, the fiberglass versus the rebars of steel rebars, mesh concrete versus the rebars. Generally, the fiber concrete is easy to work with the make its placement compared with the steel reinforced concrete. It also saves times and the space and the time of since it spawns the pile of the steel mesh stored on a side and the time consuming up to the mesh. So, what are the rebars made of? FRP rebars is a compound of two elements, the fiber, usually carbon, glass, and the basalt, or mid and the basalt. And the matrix resin, polyester, epoxy, and the vinyl ester resin are used in the fiber reinforcement. The role of the matrix resin in the hold together, protect, and the transfer to the load between the fibers. In the fiberglass, which is a strong rebars also have the successfully protect the corrosion 2x the tensile strength, one-fourth of the weight of the steel, and the 45 megapascal and the 60 megapascal modules of the elasticity. It's also sorry. It also help to maintain cosmetically alternative structure over the time, resulting in higher properties resale the values. So, what are the fiber used in the concrete? This is also a fiber or the used in the concrete short fibers produced from the steel, glass, and the organic polymer synthetic fibers are used to enhance the cracking, to avoid the cracking related properties of the fiber reinforcement concrete FRC. Naturally occurring vegetable fibers such as the sisal and the jute are also used. But this is depend again. I will say it is depend upon the uh, design parameters. But in some cases, if it is there, then it can be handled according to the geographically and the weathering condition of the area. The fiber reinforcement of the concrete helps to make the material porous. It's also you can concrete the more moisture and the adding fibers, especially fiberglass, can be helped to deter the problem. So, how the fiber mesh can be used in the concrete? The area in which the concrete will be the laid down should be moved in a mesh before pouring in continuous structure pouring points. As the concrete is poured and the wire mesh should be fitted and it's positioned to the middle of the concrete in order to provide the steel reinforcement. It can be also seen that the constant mix in the fiber and there is a increase in the compressive strength of concrete and the percentage of fiber increase. The results show that general in general there is a compressive strength varying from 1% to 32% and in addition fiber of the concrete mix. So in the modern era of the construction there are so many mm, changes came and also it's fulfilled the requirement of the physical parameters testing and the testing on the durability basis and on the long-term basis destructive basis. The concrete can be more strong than the uh, glass than the steel reinforced concrete because in steel reinforcement after so many times if the concrete is not permeable and the water attacks severe water attacks due to the poor waterproofing system or something else then it can be repair structure it will be difficult. So thank you very much and this is the briefing about the reinforce in the concrete. We will see each other in next video with another subject. Thank you very much and have a nice day.